A portion of this video was sponsored by Casetify.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So today I want to talk more about the Samsung Galaxy S21. I've made a bunch of videos talking about this device, and I've had this device since its release, so more than 3 months now. And each month that I use this device, there's something new that I experience with the phone, or something that I like and something that I don't like that I tend to experience throughout each and every coming day. So I want to talk about my experience with this device nearly 3 months later and ongoing. But before I do begin, I want to quickly talk about the wallpaper that you see right here on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. It's my new wallpaper pack called Psychedelic. I'll be leaving the link in the description down below. I've been making a bunch of wallpaper packs lately. There's a bunch more coming in the near future, but this one, Psychedelic, I'll be leaving the link in the description down below. Anyway, without further delay, let's dive right in. Okay, so design. I like this design overall. And using this after 3 months, I've felt that boxier designs is just something I like more than rounded designs. And that goes with the S22 as well, because they've curved off the edges a little bit more to make it a little bit more boxier, reminiscent of the iPhone 12 and 13 series. But this is the successor to the Note 20 Ultra, and that's how I see it. Some may agree, some may disagree. If you do or don't, just let me know your opinions in the comments down below. But Samsung, they killed off the Note lineup and they merged it with the S Ultra line, hence the Galaxy S22 Ultra, because it also has the S Pen right here. Anyway, I like this design overall, and it just makes it even better with this glass back that has a matte finish. It feels super premium. This green doesn't attract too many fingerprints, and it's something that I really do appreciate. The camera layout, I don't mind it at all. I don't really care that it's like individual camera cutouts. Some people may not like it. Some people really like it. It's a personal preference. Like I said, I don't mind too much. Display right here is really good. Display is gorgeous. I absolutely love this display. It gets super bright. That's what I like about it too. I can use it in daylight without any issue because it gets super bright at a peak brightness of 1750 nits. Now I've capped this at full HD 120 hertz because of one thing I noticed is that when I put it into Quad HD, the battery suffers just a little bit more, so I tend to keep it at full HD, and I don't really see too much of a difference. Like if I really nitpick, I'll see the difference in quality, but other than that, it doesn't really affect me too much. So for the past 3 months, I've been using it at 120 hertz. This curved display, it has a slight curve, and I've gotten used to it. Now, if I switch back to a phone with a flat display, I don't miss it, or I'm not looking to switch back or whatever. But when I do use this device, it's not like really bugging me. I haven't had any accidental touches up until now. Some people still have had accidental touches, even with the slight curve on the S22 Ultra. Now, if you remember with like the Galaxy S6, the Galaxy S6 Edge, those were really big curves, but Samsung has definitely slimmed them out with each and every iteration of the S lineup. You can barely even see that there's a curve. It just gives a more premium design. Look-wise, it's nice. Design-wise, it's nice, but in practicality, it doesn't really affect me or some others as well. But for those who don't like it, that's, again, it's a personal preference thing. I just haven't had any issue with that. Now, the inclusion of S Pen right here, S Pen is absolutely amazing. That's why this is the Galaxy Note. They've taken the best of the Galaxy Note and merged it with the S Ultra. And the other day, I use this quite often, and sometimes when I do forget it's there, and then it comes to my mind and I remember, hey, this S Pen is here, I pull it out and I use it. I'm like, wow, I can't believe this phone, because it's my first device with an S Pen. I've just come to really enjoy it. I did sign a document with the S Pen a couple days ago, which came in super clutch. Otherwise, I would have had to, create it, just go through my computer and do it that way. But this way, it was just easier opening the PDF and just signing it through the phone with the S Pen. So the inclusion of S Pen is absolutely great. And overall, I think design for me with the S20 Ultra is a huge plus. I've had no issues whatsoever within this past 3 months. except, and I'm getting back to display, it's, I guess, Gorilla Glass Victus, but as you can probably tell, I don't have a screen protector on here, and I do have some scratches. I do. Now, you may not be able to see it through the camera right now, but I do have scratches on here, and that's a bummer that I wish I kind of put a screen protector on, but I just couldn't. I don't like screen protectors. I really don't. And I thought Gorilla Glass Victus would get the job done, but it didn't. So that's just my own gripe about it. I have scratches on the phone that I can see. They're very visible, and it's just kind of upsetting.
I absolutely love what Casetify is doing with their cases, especially with their newly released cases for the S22 lineup. And here I have a bunch of cases for my S22 Ultra. Number one, they're super slim and protective. They feel really good in the hand, and they're engineered with a 2-layer construction of Chi-Tech 2.0 material, and they are drop test approved. Their impact and impact crush cases 6.6 feet, and their Ultra really puts its name to its meaning. And Ultra Impact Crush cases have 4 extra corners to a drop protection of up to 9.8 feet. Next, what I love about these cases, their design and customization. You can customize to whatever you want, and this case right here has my own initials, MTG. I'm going to reveal that soon in the future. And these cases also support wireless charging. What I did notice is that these cases, the impact ones, are made from 65% recycled and plant-based materials, and they're all shipped in a 100% recyclable packaging. And also, they have an antimicrobial coating. Their Defensify antimicrobial coating eliminates 99% of bacteria by preventing the growth of microbes and preventing bacteria from sticking to the surface in the first place. If you want to check out these amazing cases, I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. You just got to go to casetify.com/MTG and you can get 15% off your next order. Casetify. Show your colors.
Now let's talk about the software and performance. And like I said, I've had this device since launch. No issues whatsoever. I've come to love Samsung One UI. Sleek, responsive. My model has 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. It's running the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, which is actually its successor. The Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 is coming out very soon. But that doesn't really matter if it doesn't have the 8 Plus Gen 1 chipset. That's okay. This chipset is really good, and we've come to a point where chipsets they're having really incremental improvements now. It's not a huge drastic improvement where you need the latest and greatest chipset. There are devices that run a Snapdragon 845, 855 that perform like a champ 4 years later. I haven't had any issues with this. It's been super smooth. There's been no lag, no stutters in my 3 months of using the Galaxy S22 Ultra throughout this time. And like I said, my model, 12 gigs of RAM. The base model is 8 gigs of RAM. I can't speak of experience because I haven't used it, but I use the vanilla S22, and that has 8 gigs of RAM, and it also has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, but it hasn't really too much. There's really no difference essentially in my use when I've used both of them side to side. No difference whatsoever. Obviously, it's not bad to have extra. I mean, in fact, it's always good to have extra of many things, but it's not like you're getting 8 gigs of RAM and you're missing out on a whole bunch. And that's really it for software and performance. It's just been really sleek, elegant. I've been getting significant updates frequently from Samsung. They've been pushing it a lot. They're guaranteeing 4 years of software updates. So that's Android 13, 14, 15, and Android 16. That is crazy good. Even Google's Pixel lineup does not offer 4 years of Android devices or Android software upgrades. And they're the ones releasing Android software updates. So the reason being, I see it as we keep our devices longer than ever, so I think it's really crucial to update. And phones are getting so good now that I think they are able to, Android devices especially, are able to, hold up 3-4 years of software updates. And this Galaxy S22 Ultra, that's what it's looking like. I believe that when it's running Android 16, it won't have any issue at all, but we're gonna have to check on that 4 years later when Android 16 does come on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. But other than that, once you pick up this device, it's going to be a breeze. A crucial part about phones nowadays that companies tend to focus more on each and every year is cameras. It's like we're throwing you this camera software and this camera hardware, and you're getting this feature and this and that, but I just haven't come to really use any of or all of those new features. What I like to do is I just like to open the camera app and take a photo just like that. Just like that. That's really it. I don't really nitpick too much about the details of the camera. Now, as you know, if you're subscribed to the channel, I'm not a phone camera guy. I don't take a lot of photos or videos on my phone. It just hasn't really been my thing. But when I do, like I just showed you, I just open the camera app and I just press on the shutter button, and that's really it. Now, the one thing I did notice though is the shutter speed it's at times, maybe that wasn't the greatest like right now, but at times it's very, very slow, and I tend to kind of miss out on the subject. For example, like I can't take photos of my cat because she's always moving, and when I do, it just comes up blurry. So I'm like, well, I gotta either switch to another phone because the shutter speed is just not fast enough. But the one thing I do like about the Galaxy S22 Ultra is 100x zoom. This feature debuted with S20 Ultra, and each year they improved it, and the S22 Ultra is just amazing. It is usable. If it's usable, it's good, in my opinion at least. If it's amazing, if it's usable, that 100x zoom, and if I can read whatever I need to read or see whatever I need to see with that 100x zoom, that photo I took, then for me, it's usable. But in general, usage, you're not going to be disappointed with the camera photo results as well as the video results on the S22 Ultra. For me, battery is a big topic, and that's because I'm a heavy user. I use my phone from start in the morning, right in the morning, to the end of the day, and my day typically starts 6 to 7 a.m., give or take, and ends around at least 10, 11 p.m. So I'm always, having to use my phone, whether it be calling, watching YouTube videos, when I get bored, playing games, using it for social media and whatnot, and keeping up with you guys on the YouTube channel, as well as some other side projects I got going, and just texting friends and family here and there. So really anything you can think of, I'm pretty much, using on my phone, except, hard tasks like Final Cut Pro that I can't, obviously. Just wanted to put out there. I'm not that person who just puts my phone in my pocket and just texts once in a while or calls once in a while. So there is that. And because of that, battery is crucial for me. And I can say that this battery is pretty good. It is pretty good. Obviously, it's not the best, but it's good. It gets me throughout the entire day. I'm ending about 10 to 15% now with battery life. So there is that. It caps out at 45 watts of wired charging. And what I've been doing for the past 2 months is I've been using the OnePlus 65 watt charger, and it's been juicing this up really quickly, really quickly. So I don't need to worry about, charging this overnight. There have been a couple of nights where I had to, but other than that, I just put in the morning half an hour and I'm all set to go with the Galaxy S22 Ultra. I wish they added features like 80 watt charging or like even faster charging. Wireless charging I don't really use on the S22 Ultra, although I do have that option. I have a wireless charger, I just don't tend to really use it on the S22 Ultra. And that's really it. Battery life is good for a heavy user. I'm getting about 5. If I'm really pushing it, 6 hours of screen on time. Now, if you have and seen reviews of iPhone 13 Pro Max, that is like the king of battery. Especially, I agree with those people who say that because I use iPhone 13 Pro Max. It lasts me literally 2 days. 2 days on heavy usage, it'll last me. And it's great to take, especially when you're traveling too. So I don't need to worry about battery life on the 13 Pro Max. And I have to compare, I wanted to compare something to this because that's kind of like my, that's a king of battery performance endurance for me, especially. So when I compare it, this has been really good Android battery life. And throughout the years, I think this has been one of the best Android battery life endurance phones, or whatever you want to call it. It's lasted the longest out of all of them, better than Pixel 6 Pro, and better than, obviously, its smaller brother S22, Galaxy Z Flip 3, OnePlus 7 Pro at the time. I'd have to kind of give that a draw, but now OnePlus 7 Pro, it's not performing as long. But other than that, battery life has been good. If you're a light user and you're not going to use this as often, well then, I think this is a great and powerful device. Its 5,000 milliamp hour battery will get you throughout the day. And I want to talk about price, because this is, in fact, one of the most important factors for many, many people. And if I wasn't making videos about smartphones and I went out to pick up a new phone, price would be very important for me. How much I wanted to spend and how much I was looking to kind of put into a smartphone. Price is actually a deal breaker for many. And I've seen this firsthand experience working in the mobile department at Best Buy. And that was a great experience, by the way. I absolutely loved working at Best Buy, and I had great colleagues. They were awesome. So if you ever do come across this video and you guys are watching, thank you all so much for the great memories. I had a pleasure working with each and every one of you. Anyway, price with Galaxy S22 Ultra and Galaxy devices in general, like Samsung Galaxy Watch, they always go on sale. So the one thing I would recommend is don't really necessarily buy this right on launch unless you really want the latest and greatest. If you want to get this at a discount, then just wait 1 month, 2 months. At this time of recording, 3 months. And I'll be leaving links in the description down below. And my suggestion is to consistently check up. If you're interested in buying this, consistently check up on prices and if they drop. But as of right now, at the time of this recording, the Galaxy S22 Ultra is $949. Now, like I said, this might change if you watch this 2 months, 3 months down the road. But at this time, in the middle of May, in fact, it was like start at the end of April. Right now, it is $949. And its retail price is $11.99. That's a $250 discount. So for $1,200, is it worth it? Yes, it is. But for $949, it's more worth it. You're paying less, but you're still getting that same awesome phone. And if you want to compare this to like its competitors, like iPhone 13 Pro Max, $1,100. Pixel 6 Pro is going to be $899, for example. $50 more, you're getting a S22 Ultra. For $949, I don't think you can go wrong in picking up this device. Like I said, price is a really important factor for many. I know that $949 is still inexpensive. It's a big number. It's expensive. But when you want to compare it to its initial retail launch price at $1,200, it's definitely much cheaper. So my recommendation is these devices always go on sale. So make sure that you're always on the lookout for when they do go on sale. And if they are at this price, especially, for example, $949, it's definitely worth it. And that about wraps up this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I've absolutely loved this device. I still do. And I love Samsung devices in general. I always look forward to their new products. My first Android device happens to be a Samsung Galaxy S Blaze, the T-Mobile variant. And I used that device for 2.5 years until it got hard-braked, in which I couldn't use it. But then I was able to recover it. It was just a whole different story. But nonetheless, that kind of really got me, enjoying Samsung devices. I did use original TouchWiz, which was pretty bad, but I've seen how Samsung grew, they matured, they've changed up a lot of things, and they now have an identity. And I'm really happy with Samsung. Keep it up. Their formula right now is going pretty well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. With the Galaxy S22 series, they're a little, it's like a 50-50 with the S22 Ultra because it takes after the Note lineup. So maybe there may be some improvements that they want to make that I don't mind. But overall, its S22 series has been great especially with them offering a Note, an S22 Ultra. But that's really been it. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot and will help push my content out to more people. That's been it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.